Gotta make sure I actually press these buttons. Sorry, I'm just turning out the stream because I thought about it and I should probably do so. There we go. Alright, where the heck am I? Alright, I was just checking out my high level drum mercenaries? Mercenaries. Do I have. Right, and to open all my menus again. Suppose I'll do it from the bottom because then I will have less distance to scroll. Jack, sturdy laser pistol. Oh, right, I should probably check to see. Where is the Hatter? I want to do my Betel quest before I do Eaters, or the tomb, because then I will have a sizable amount of additional power. Hopefully. Let me make sure I'm actually getting Hood's Crow processor. Other cap should be upgradable. Let's get everything that can be upgraded. You know what? Sure. Just a bunch of weird random stuff. Let me check my Betel quests. 5 suppression systems. 4 turned hounds. Wait, you have any of those? I'm so glad I checked. Oh, I think they also, one of them wants a Sunveil. Or not a Sunveil, many Sunveils. I think those books are just experience I'm carrying. Because I don't need money. I shouldn't need money. This is for robots. Sorry, I'm just going through my mental checklist of all the things that I'd want. What is this? It's a +4 intelligence shield. I'm sorry, I'm just. Is it good? Do I want it? Not really. Don't need a spare chain pistol because I can tinker those up. I think I need a grip keep recoiler because I think I accidentally turned my old one to mulch. And then just keep my polyhedral rings, and then I can probably just let that trade happen. Right, what's my... Okay, I don't have any mutation points, but I do have skill points, which I should make sure I actually spend. I love that that's a thing that you can learn. I don't know when I don't know where you'd get it naturally, but you know, I just randomly got it out of Brain Brine. Yeah, short blade. Offhand. That you only need one offhand attack, or you only need one short blade for this effect to take place. Bloodletter. Let me make sure I have some sort of short blade being wielded. Can I wield? Sorry, I'm just trying to parse my own character sheet with my preferably sizable brain matter. What the heck is this? Oh, it's a summoning legendary artifact. I mean, it's... Oh, no. I did not want to do any of these things. I want my battery back. But yeah, I'm going to use that as a trade good. Apparently I'm missing a battle axe somewhere, so I'll just place it back. But yeah, I'm gonna weirdly wield this butcher knife. It's literally just to double the chance that I hit with everything else. Which, you know, it's worth it. Eventually I'll get like an arm blade that won't take up an axe slot. Does I have many axes? Does anybody have a four-torn helm? Not especially. But yes, I have polymorphic gel. I suppose I'll apply this to my drop of nectar. And then consume... No, I'm going to consume both drops of nectar because I do want to, for the future, save polymorphic gel just for syringes of Eater Nectar. Check to see if this is actually worth doing, because, you know, if it doesn't do anything, I might just want to save them for something else. Nothing happens, and then do it again, because I have to. Nothing. No, I'm not gonna redo it. I'm just going to leave. Okay, what else do I need for my Badals? Slip rings, which I believe I can make. I might have gotten a slip ring and then proceeded to just turn it into mulch without actually thinking about it. Slip ring. Oh, I have a Trinidad's page I should just use. Okay, I'm now loved by hermits. Source. What do I have equipped in my... Oh, my weapon, yeah. Or one of my many weapons. Yeah. Unfortunately... I don't... I must have had a slip ring at one point, and then it slipped my mind, and then it is, you know, now been deleted. Has now been removed. Oh, I have so many great capabilities. I also had the same idea at multiple occasions where I'm like, oh yeah, I mulched one of these at some point, and now I need to replace it, except clearly I don't. Jack's sturdy laser pistol. Oh, I'm keeping it not as a weapon, but as fodder for one of my Beetle quests. Okay, let me do one last cursory glance. 5 steel butcher knives. I have 2 faced items, 4 sturdy items. Drum loaded. 3 sunveils. Do I have the drum loaded mod yet? Sad. But yeah, for the next like little while, I'm going to be trying to complete my Beetle quests just for all the power they give, or can give. Sometimes they do nothing, or effectively nothing, I should say. Let me auto explode this new version of the tomb. Oh, I'm already at it. What's special about it? Doesn't appear to be anything special about it. But yeah, the Butlermites here that might have something worth buying. Item mod high capacity that is worth purchasing, assuming I don't already have it, in which case it's not worth purchasing. But purchasing. Crumbling sometimes have stuff, but mostly don't. The gas grenade, blueprint. Are you... Yeah, probably somebody already passed by. Alright, let's check Ezra. For the merchant and the blueprints. Oh, I apparently poured magma, lava on the ground here. Ooh, that is worth picking up. Let's see if I can sell that legendary sword. It's worth a lot. Okay. I probably shouldn't be leaving magma around, but I have already doomed myself to such a fate. I will eventually step on the magma and cry. Let's teleport around to a few schematics merchants. See if I can't find a slip ring. Also, you're a bookbinder. You wouldn't happen to have anything weird. Because my problem is that I'm afraid to go to the Tomb of the Eaters. Well, psychics keep spawning after me. So I wouldn't mind fixing that problem before it becomes one. Brick gate. Which is, you know, a mess. Partially my fault, partially it's mostly my fault. I think Q Girl is hiding down here somewhere. Because I almost killed her. Or one of my companions almost killed her. Almost being the operative word. If only we could all be so lucky. Wait. Oh no, that's just an ape. I thought that was a Buttermite. Alright, let's continue to teleport around. Go to the kit now. Workshop. Oh, right, yeah, that's not gonna work. Liquid cooled. A lot of the important things that I've got like at least like 2 or 3 of the Balos quests done already. I just need to go and get my rewards. But I'd like, you know, I'd like all of the rewards, preferably. Ooh, 350 with robots. That is potentially game changing. Pea grenade. I can just tinker them up, but you know what? Sure, why not? I don't need so many spray bottles. Actually, I don't need any of these spray bottles. I'm just gonna get rid of them. What can I use for trade? Probably just give this person a taco. There we go. And then I'll teleport to the other side of the world so I don't take too long. Though I'm still going to be traveling quite a way. Wait a second. Don't I have the schematic for reprogrammable? Right, programmable recoil. I'm not going to need anything other than that. Let's actually use all these that I can. Apparently I have 2 counterweights, but I'll kill like overkill, especially when you have infinite money. Like, why did I want to camp? I wanted to go into my tinker menu. Okay, first of all, programmable recoil, there it is. Build like 3 of them. That should be more than enough. Penguin Puppeteers, no. Cheek. Dazzle Cheek. An activated 3 dodge value, 1 mental armor, minus 1 mental armor, and plus 100 reputation with entropic beings. Let's make one, see what else it has. Dazzle Cheek. Let's assume it's a face. So, So yeah, it's a 0-4. Yeah. Goodbye, Dazzle Cheek. I mean, it's definitely interesting. Like, if I only had one face, that'd be like potentially worthwhile. But I have so many faces. Like, it's just a 0-1 at that point. It's not good. I wish it was better. Let's check this header. The question is, oh, I came to the stuff for the library. No, I was literally like, what did I come here? No, not about the stilt. I want to give you all of my 69,000 experience points. Thank you. Yeah, books at this point are the most reliable source of experience. I'm gonna max out multiple legs just so I can outspeed everything. I'll just take a point in toughness to raise my HP by 1. It's more than I could ever ask for. Lay bomb wouldn't be awful, but also I don't like to add unpredictability. I probably don't have enough to do much of anything. I'm just looking at what's next. I'm not going to take any more bows. That was just something I got from Brain Brine. Speaking of Brain Brine, do I have any? I do. Which means it's time to play with it. So who knows? I might like what I get. No. I don't even want to risk having burgeoning on a clone. I already have space-time vortex. Like my clones are already deadly. It's also a get out of jail free card. It's a cooldown 5. But yes, if I ever need to mass exodus myself out of a situation, I can definitely do so. Alright, let's start checking out my Beetles. Oh, Crag. Just a regular Cragminch, yeah. Not even phased. Random Buthramites that I dragged here and then had their leader killed. Sparking Beetle, what do you want? 5 slip rings, I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, I don't have those yet. 5 4 Torrent Helms. I have a few, which I could probably draw up. Not probably. Well, no. I just remembered something. Sometimes these things spark and deal damage, which I'd be afraid if that happened. I think. I don't know. Plus, things can sometimes despawn. Sort of. Oh, I should take off my shoes. Because, yeah, being covered in acid is not. I saw magnetic and I thought it was magma. I thought I was about to clean my shoes by pouring magma on them. But yeah. I should remove my shoes so I can step in acid without breaking my anti-grav shoes. Clean myself off before I forget. Come on, sparking battles. I have 2 faced items. Alright. How many do I have? 2 faced. Okay, not enough. Okay, that's a 2 faced. Something else. Okay, yeah. Clearly the cap can't be turned 2 faced. The wide rim hat clearly can't be put 2 faced. Okay, can I make any helmets? Clearly not. Okay. What about the other battle? 4 sturdy items. I swear if I don't have 4 sturdy items. Yeah, for sturdy, flawless boots, sturdy, ley line puppet. They're very expensive, but also, like, it's fine. Hopefully whatever the beetle gives me is worth the expenditure, though. Sturdy, and I believe I also have a missile weapon that is sturdy, or did I already drop it? No. Oh, reputation? What did I do that for? I did that for that? Drum loaded. What have I done? What has he done? Oh, away. Sparking Beetle. There might be another Beetle here, which would be hilarious. Here. Oh, no. Okay. This is my bottom Beetle. Okay, what am I doing this one quest for? Or not that quest. This one. But not. Oh, you're no longer sparking? Yeah, you're sated Beetle. Two-faced. Yes, game. I'm okay with stepping in acid. Yeah, probably should have known that I wasn't going to be able to complete the quest with a leather. Or I wouldn't have been able to make stuff two-faced. Or enough things two-faced. Blah. Words are hard, man. Got me some slack. Alright, more things I can turn two-faced. It's gonna be so expensive to turn some of these things two-faced, but what can I do? Oh, expense. Expenses. Right, do I need some of this? Skill saw tinkering 3, don't need that. Palladium electro deposits. It's local lattice, I might have interest. That Deus or Med Assist. Med Assist. Recon poster near. Giant hands. Black opal is teleport to a random location and cut. And yes, okay, I can probably. And I'll just get it out of my inventory, please, sir. Let's actually make sure these get turned. Yes, this is a photonic, but like, fuck it. This is also photonic, but who cares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assuming that's what I was asked for. You didn't change your inventory at all. Yeah, the problem might be that I'm crossing the map super fast because of my 220 speed. So people's inventories aren't changing anymore. Not anymore, but they're just not changing as I move across the map. Let's get mine lower. Is there not 2 Beetles down here? Or that's the floor. That's the next floor. Oh, it's because I keep tracking acid all over the place. Tis my fault. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spray a brain. God, I've made such a mess of this area. So now I can start looking out for... Okay, this has 6,000 HP. I need to start, like, checking all the walls and seeing what I want to turn sentient. Because then I can use Spray Brain. Applicator, Spray Brain. Right, I do want to check my just swarm of Dromats. And then I'll be going to deal with the tomb. Oh, this is not the map I wanted to go down to. Metamorphic gel. Mainly for the gel. Okay, get rid of these dread tubers. Where's the... Oh, there we go. There's my host of tacos. Taco-based economy flourishes. Okay, I thought I saw a Dromat over here, and I think it might be going blind. Which would not be okay. I don't know about you, but I like being able to see. Losing my sight would not be okay. Hey, what's this? Oh yes, radio powered. That's going on all of my guns, or not all of my guns. It's going on all of my batteries. Because that's as long as I'm not too far underground, all my batteries auto recharge. And I'm even gonna build another antimatter battery just to put it on there too. Tinkering, radio powered. And high capacity. So now that is just insane. Radio powered. And obviously I'm not going to be able to do it to all of my batteries, but it'll be fine. Also, these need to be turned into their scrap. Counterparts, radio powered nuclear cell. The nuclear ones will be going into weapons that don't need too much power. And yeah, I probably can just get rid of the final nuclear batteries. Blood dynamic cells. They're more for things that I want to, like... These can just be thrown into the utility items. Because blood will always be, like, a constant factor. The antimatter ones are things, or especially the high capacity ones, will definitely be going into things that I want to be using very fast, or I want to be using a lot of charge from, and then everything else can just stay the way that it is. Oh, I should be using programmable recoilers, but not right now. See, I'll be using these blood dynamic cells for my recoilers. Oh, it's so nice. That is radio powered was really like the last thing I needed for this entire run. Did I mark that as important? Also, this merchant appears to have, or maybe this is me throwing shit down on the ground. Trash Abbott. I don't know. I don't know where shit comes from half the time. Yeah. After all of that, I think I'm fully prepped for the Tomb of the Eaters. The only question is, how? How do I plan on tackling the tomb? That will be a question for the ages. Biodynamic cell and stuff's failing. No, I want my... I'm just going to put a regular antimatter radio-powered cell in here. Risk calculator is utility. Biodynamic blood cell, perfect for it. Speed bracelet I've been wearing for all this time, but I didn't even realize it. This antilogical anchor. I'm going to fill it. And then I'm going to make sure to deactivate it. This is for if I run into something that would be able to teleport me. Should turn it off. Which means as long as I'm I should be non-actually burned. But if I ever need to flex the switch, it is there. Do I? Yeah, I've been keeping my own blood. And the blood of others. We don't talk about the blood of others. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to place it. I think just some radio powered nuclear cells should be good for anti-grav boots. But yeah, I'm now in the market for energy weapons finally, because I won't have to fiddle with running out of ammo for them and then crying. But that means I also need to get jacked. But I'll probably find a handful of jacked weapons in this upcoming area. Let's use our puppeteers finally. It will eventually run out of neutron flux. Do I have a spare neutron flux sitting around? Yeah, I do. Are they active? So be very careful. If I were to collect liquid, I'm pretty sure the gloves and me would both explode for varying damage, but you can do a lot. Like my character has survived having a gravity explode around them, which is honestly amazing. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I wanted. Yeah, I guess I'll make a meal. But yeah, I'm gonna use Burrowing Claws. There's multiple ways of getting into the Tomb of the Eaters. One involves putting the death mark on yourself, but the death mark comes with a host of inconveniences that I don't want to deal with. Basically, if you have the death mark, you're allowed to be there, and certain creatures will not be aggro to you. But if you don't, but if you're wearing it, you're also supposed to stay there. So the game will teleport you to places where you're supposed to be, which could be literally anywhere, and it's annoying. But yeah, Skulk is for Burrowing Claws, which will just make this area all the more. I was about to say inconvenient. Convenient. Question is, what else do I want? Because I want to be able to renew this recipe. Okay, well I have 9 silk roots, so that's not bad. And then salves, of course, I have stock loads. Oh, I got a bad effect. I didn't get what I wanted. Okay, let's just cook with Skulk until I get Burrowing Claws. And I can't. Okay, go on the main map. Dance around a bit. Get hungry. Have my character just do sprints. Sprint back and forth across the world map until I can get claws coming out of my hands. Are you kidding? Like, yeah, I could also precognition, but like, I'd rather just put my hands together and pray. There we go. Is that a diplomatic? Oh no, it's a hired guard that just never left. Somebody's hired guard has never left, but yeah, it's the death gate. This is how you get in. Normally, anyways, or you can just like smash through it. And there's somebody foreign to space time. I'm gonna check this wall. I don't know what's the death gate. You know what? You know what? I'm feeling cute. You know what? I should have done this. I should have done this for the start. I know. Let's check the life gate. You know what now? Oh, is that Dawning Ape? Crushing metal arms and a pendulum gate put into motion the idea that knuckle walking was an iteration between life and machine. Artificial cheek pads blow to terrifying size around her chrome bang head, and her face screen emotes in the key of power. The boundless asteroid. Yeah, metal ape, cyborg ape. I think this is. I don't think it's new. I know it's new. This thing just seems new to me. These guys are hostile to me? Why the fuck are you hostile to me? What the fuck did I do to you assholes? They must like this thing. The Asphodel's pissed. You clowns still hostile to me? Yeah, you are. I get temporal fugue. Fuck off. Are my fugues seriously not fighting? Weird. It's a good thing I can undo this timeline, but like, dude, I'm like 100 times stronger than last time. Yeah, I water ritual with him, so I'm gonna go back in time. Like, bruh. You know I can kill you. Alright, come on, mental assassin. guys really friends with this thing? I don't know why they're friends with this thing, but they are. So 10,000, 60,000. The only difference is armor value. Because, I mean, 6,000 HP. See, like, the moment I start fighting, they get pissed. But luckily, they're probably not going to chase me over here. What about the HP of these things? Oh. Could also make a hologram of Eater, a statue of the Eaters. Have any Fulcry? Nah. Ruin Merle. Mural. Merle. Merle. Marble. I'm just sort of like pissing around, thinking about things. Every Fulcrete, Evan Fulcrete. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do these at one of these marbles. Cause that's what I was. Can we just spray a brain? Wait. Before we spray a brain, this is also something I wanted to do. You know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna spray a brain multiple things. Gilded. And yeah, toss it to me, but now it's not. What am I? You're a pack mule. Pack mule. Pack mule. I don't even have armor for this thing. Also, if I had Dominate, I could really boost this thing's power. You know what? You take my battle axes. And that's it. You know, have fun. And it can equip it can equip them. And then there's this way down. But golfing healthy. Oh yeah, my wall friend is leveling up rapidly and is dead. Who slammed me? Oh, this this irritable palm tree. And then there's some psychics. That's why I didn't want to spray brain multiple things, because they get killed. You can be slammed into them by something. And it's annoying. Wait, you go down. I didn't have to play around this area, but this is the route to get in. Yeah, Burrowing Claws is kind of essential because it makes it so you don't have to do the guesswork. These are the reasons you want the Death Mark, but they're easy to me. But I'm also like level 30, so I'm 39. I'm a little bit over level. But yeah, you can see their stats. They have hundreds of HP. So yeah, don't play around. But, like, I'm over level, but this place is still dangerous. Like, you can't mess around with Tomb of the Eaters. Man refused a Dromad trader entrance to local library. But yeah, this Death Bell. It's the thing that it's the countdown to when you're forced into a place of rest, which is these. Let's see the floor. Any one of these like patches. Like, basically, you have to stand into stand at a tomb area for the game to register that you're supposed to be there when the bell rings. And oops, I kept mashing things. Recall ye skeptics, in the year of the maimed hedge, a legion A league of cannibals and grazing hedonists broke faith with Gepater and commandeered her star blimp. Recall the chastisement put on them by Gepater, the destined sextant. But yeah, as long as you're standing in one of those locations, the game won't teleport you. But if you're standing anywhere else, the game teleports you, and it's annoying. And you know those factions we were fighting, like the various like cults, like the Analog Wraith Brood. Sorry, I muttered because the name is dumb. They are all here as well, because that's what they are, the death cults. They're here to, you know, entomb themselves with the eaters they worship. So, you know, all those mono sludges, all of those, like, but potentially anything in the game can spawn here. Anything that's spawned, or anything from those factions that are level appropriate for this area, give or take, will spawn. So you can fight stat saps, which, because their winged mammals are, a member of a death cult faction. And then you have grave robbers, the degenerate enemies that spawn here, like the conservators, and other things, other very obnoxious things that make this cave. Well, yeah, this area pain in the ass. Open close sphere, but yeah, I kill these guys religiously because they can drop crazy shit. Like, they're dropping crysteel, they're dropping pickaxes, which would be how you usually get in this area, floating glow spheres. Their loot tables, the grave robbers' loot tables are ridiculous. They're the living loot piles in this area. But yeah, each one of them is going to line my pockets with wealth once more. That guy was legitimately just stealing bones. Classifier, Fullerite. He has asphalt for some weird reason. But yeah, I don't need to worry about getting teleported constantly, so I can really loot this place to my heart's content. Otherwise, you'd have to either juggle like the time limit until you're teleported to a rest place, or, you know, just get teleported randomly constantly. This is one of the crest creatures in this area. I don't know what I intend to do with them. I can't remember which one I want to actually... What's the word? I don't know which one I want to get their, like, relic from, because that's the reward. It's a relic. Also, be very careful if you have a hostile grave robber, because they can have just oodles of grenades, among other things. Oops, I just attacked a bone. Sensory array. That's where it was. Let's make sure I clear everything out. Because if you were being teleported around, you'd want to clear everything, because eventually you might be teleported back to this area. Also, there's these teleporters, which I would not recommend playing around with. So yeah, Tomb Tethered is the effect that you would have if you entered this place, and you would just be teleported back to these rest spots constantly. Okay, who are you? Why are you here? But yeah, I'm not supposed to be here, which is why just about everybody here is hostile to me. I believe if I was loved by robots, they wouldn't attack me. I think the conservatives are considered aggressive to people not wearing the mark and docile to people who are. I can't remember. This is the turret that defend. This is the warden of this area of the Mapango faction. I think I can't remember. Don't want to be completely guess or giving people the wrong information. Are you Vivira? So Tom sent me. I'm not gonna read this because I've read it before. Are you offering me sympathies? So for turret, do you got any quests? Okay, no. The character over here, I think, Gira has a quest. Also, there's just a random Death Pilgrim. These there's Death Pilgrims from all the different factions because I'm not wearing the Death Mark. I believe they might attack me at times, but I guess this one is passive because it's spawned in here. Oh my god, it's selling Credit Wedge. I'm taking that. Those are rare enough that I will not pass up any of them. Despite the fact that I'm not even a Shuriken, because I might make use of them at some point. But yeah, listen, would you let them be here? No. Charge here. About you people. About the tomb. Wonders profane. Laba. Okay. Accept quest. There we go. I no longer need to really explore this place. But yeah, wait, am I not gonna be able to walk past this thing? Is there a turret tinkerer doing that? I'm just gonna break the walls. Sorry, friends. I'm not the only one. Is that a Madpole? It's a Madpole. Why? Turbo. Low dimensionality? I don't know what faction this turret belongs to, so I should be careful. It's a man merchant in the tomb. Are you a death cultist? No, you just decided that this is where you're gonna set up shop. I'll take this full right dagger so I can have a proper dagger in one of my offhands for a bonus. But yeah, you can see how many grenades I've picked up off of the various tomb robbers. Freeze ray, Engen turret, laser turret. Yeah, I want to make sure I see everything. Yeah, Laban will give me the quest. Yeah, the repulsive device. What I say? Give me the quest. They'll tell me where the next part of the quest line is. Okay, this is the way to the Banana Grove again. Okay, dynamic turret tinkerer. I don't think they chain turret. Not interested. I don't think they'll appreciate none too much if I start killing the turrets. If I find one, there we go. If I find one that I'm interested in, oh, there's a grave robber that I will take out, I should say, take out, because I want their stuff. I'll even take their water because I'm to the point where I can carry more stuff, though I will have to. I'll have to figure out my carry weight because eventually my spheres will cease functioning. Because there will be an area that is not appreciative of those of the persuasion that defies the laws of physics. It's a freaking magma gel. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Luckily, all of these current death cultists are neutral to me because they're of the coiled lamb, which aren't normally hostile to the player, unless you piss them off. And which, if you piss off the cult of the coiled lamb, be prepared to deal with a lot of random shit in here. I think I've seen salt krakens. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like 90% sure I've seen a salt kraken in here. I don't know if it was hostile, but it was definitely a salt kraken. So yeah, Destined Vacuum Tube Sect. This is one of the many factions I'm going to have to deal with down here that can spawn various things. So yeah, if you have grazing hedonists, so like acronauts, dragonflies, if those are spawning in some of your relic locations, your historical sites, that means Salt Krakens can be spawning in the Tomb of the Eaters and hostile to you. Which is to say, don't come here unless you really, really think you know what you're doing, because there are things that will just kill you. And it, like, literally, this is worse than. Well, no. Yeah, it's worse than still. It's just like the 6-day still, except everything is hostile by default. Aside from the Cult of the Coiled Lamb and the Grave Robbers, everything else is potentially random and hostile if you don't fix your rep. Which everything starts like. Where's one that I haven't played around with too much yet? The Destined Vacuum Tube Sect. They start at like minus 500, give or take. And this is their holy place. I think. Pretty sure it's their holy place. Or at least the relic sites are their holy places. So yeah. This place is scary. That's why I'm saying, like, I might be over leveled for the basic enemies in this area, but like also that doesn't mean I'm prepared for the amount of bullshit I'm gonna be facing here. That just means I'm like pound for pound capable of like holding my own. Right, I need to remember to actually start dismantling these guys. Because I want their pieces. Luckily, it's not too hard for that to be the case. As long as you get the... As long as you, like, get their leg or something. Or you're tanking like I am and you can just, like, face tank them. Because they have 250 HP. As long as I'm only hitting them one attack at a time, I'm not going to one-shot them, usually. I should just be picking up their pieces as I walk over them, as long as they're not too close to me. By pieces, I mean like the things that I'm actually just memorying off of them. Do you still have your handrail? I don't think so. Also, yeah, the Tomb Robbers love their overloaded pistols. I don't like them very much at all. plenty of trash here. Which means I have a lot of basic bits I can pick up and potentially useless secrets to acquire as well. Okay, what kind of... Oh, they're life saps. Of course they're life saps. The worst saps in the game. Aside from quickness saps. But, yeah. It's pretty nasty. Can I not take their... Lights lock? Is that the thing I'm trying to take from them? Fat photon. Also, you can't dodge the photon, or you can't flinch away from it because it's too fat. The game says. Okay, if there was ever lights not to take. Okay, I think they don't actually drop their weapon. Or their gun, anyways. Unfortunate. Speaking of gun, I should probably auto-dismantle the particularly overloaded laser rifles, because otherwise I'm going to have so many of them. Did I not pick up his laser rifle? Did he not have them? No, I definitely took them. They're definitely in my inventory now. There they are. And then I have these lava grenades, which I'm going to have to get rid of. Chem cells I haven't been turning into scrap. Acid, go away. And then lava. Make sure I'm actually clean. Is this... No, that's not right. But yeah, just clearing everything out step by step. Oh, this is new. At Emerald College, Geppetto III met with a group of historians and commissioned an account that evoked the presence of a computerized light bulb. He named it Letica. But yeah, once you... as long as you're not underground, you can fly. So we're going to get to the point where we're going to be able to actually fly again. Haven't been really flying much this character. Even though... I do have anti-grav boots. So I was just looking for where my boots were. I am blind. Is this... Oh, it's Kaganon. I can beguile him. Not beguile. Proselytize, sorry, I'm... being very, very forgetful today. It's also been a long time since I've been in this area, so... Wait, why am I... Oh, because you gotta be careful with this guy, because he'll engulf your enemies. So yeah, I'm gonna prevent him from using engulf, because he'll get himself killed. But he's loved by users, so I think I'm gonna ritual with him. Except I need slime. Talk to you. I'm just trying to make it so they like me more. Gain slime gland. Yeah, this is one of the reasons that you should water ritual with, or where you should get as high a reputation with every faction in the game, and then water ritual with a legendary from their faction to see if they give you something weird, like say a slime giving you a gland. It'll make me so I don't slip in slime, which isn't amazing, but it'll also let me spit slime, but that's besides the point. It's good. Remember when, while wandering around the star-worshipping precinct of Shilapur, Gadates taught a clan of hermits the ritual of the Slag Reach, which can only be performed by one with her desiccated visage. The hermits were grateful, and in return they accepted her into their fold and taught her their secrets. But yeah, I'm gonna keep caking on until they find a way to get themselves killed. But I need to be careful because I could friendly fire them and then kill them myself by accident. And now I want to go to what are called the Children of the Tomb, like I've met before, and then what I'm going to do is, as soon as I remember how words work, like Nacham here, I'm going to go to precognition, see what they give me, and then I think Cham gives me a ribbon that allows me to, like, remember when I tinker or something? Or okay, let's assume that people don't know what I'm talking about. Where is it though? Armor? Okay, Cham's armor. When powered, there is a 40% chance that a tinkered item will have a random item modification. This may include item modifications that aren't normally tinkerable. But this can make things gigantic. I believe there's also a shield, like a shield that just has like a gas effect, I think. I can't remember. Something that gives companions the ability to teleport and maybe some more stats. And then something that improves speed. I think, I remember what it is. Oh, well, that's definitely what I'm getting. It's an item that makes it so you don't have to stop. Things that usually stop you from sprinting don't stop you from sprinting. That's what I'm gonna get. The champs thing is interesting, but it's not incredible. So I can't polymorphic shell the item, can I? The loud buzz is a loud buzz is emitted. The authorized glyph flashes on the side of the applicant. Yeah, it means the metamorphic polygel can't mimic things that it can't. Or it doesn't have to. It doesn't have the right to. Which will come into play later. But yeah, it's the repulsive device is truly a unique item in that sense. You hostile to me? Yeah, because they're the people that scroll dance. It's just a tri-fudge though, so I can kill it quite easily. It's a frickin' Rhinox. Yeah. Cult of the Coiled Lamb. Frickin' Rhinox. Drank too much, I vomited. It then immediately burgeoned me again. Where the heck am I? Oh, I was inside of it for a time. Law, dealing like 100 damage to me. But luckily, I have more HP than my enemies, so yeah. Okay, my companion was killed. Dude. Good in the sense that I no longer have to deal with risking killing it myself. Oh, there's a noob. While visiting an obscure prayer yurt in Turklip, Peter III met with a group of stargazers and commissioned an allegory that evoked the presence of a logical circuit. He named it Circuit. Circuitica. Oh, this globe has apparently hostile me for some ungodly reason. Also, my shoe's broken. Because I've been running around in lava. Or not lava. Everything would be breaking if I was walking around in lava. I've been walking around acid. Okay. What you gotta be careful of is Rhinoxes can blow you through walls into other areas and potentially into fluids that are... I mean, you can be pushed into lava by a Rhinox and proceed to drown in lava. This room is bad, and I just made it worse. I'm just gonna run away from my clones and have them do their thing. Okay, click on it, look at it. Okay, no, good. Yeah, they're throwing their grenades. I need to get the hell out of here before they kill me. That's why you don't temporal fugue ever. Temporal fugue is a fool's errand. And I'm already breaking one of the things that I said not to do, which is to, which is to aggro the grave robbers without just immediately killing them, because they can throw nukes at you. Which is dangerous. But I think my clones are probably dead by now, so I can go back to that area and then see what survived the onslaught. Nothing. The statues did. Deep in the wilds of star-worshipping precinct of Sulapur. Yeah, Sulapur. Capator stumbled upon a clan of robots performing a secret ritual. Because of her reputation for murdering somebody by swallowing the moisture from his skin, it was rebuked. Interesting. You can easily wind up killing people that you don't want to kill. And aggroing people you don't want to kill. And, you know, there's just a whole lot of moving parts in this area. And I'm not even, like, above ground yet. There are many levels to this area. And this is why I said burrowing claws is nice, because you can just burrow through everything. And obviously the black outline is where I have it. Or it'll eject me from the area. But you gotta be careful, because you can end up falling out of the map. Which, while it's cute, is also, you know, not what you want to do. So, I mean, if you're 7 stories up and you, you know, eject yourself out of the map violently, you die. So Rhinox could theoretically charge me and kill me, regardless of what I do. I'm just seeing what I haven't explored yet. Okay. This map has unexplored tile, or unexplored pieces. And then the one to the right. Because I want to clear everything just in case I start teleporting. Or just in case I decide to give up and deathmark myself. Which is probably not what I'm going to need to do, but I might. They're disarming me so many times. Luckily, I'm powerful enough to kill them quickly. And yeah, my god, if If they had thrown these into acid and I wasn't able to recover them quick enough, I would have just lost them. Oh my god. My inventory's filled with so much shit. Getting to the point where I'd really like energy weapons, but those are just not in the cards yet. Let's make camp and then attempt to refresh. Oh no, I have Burn Claws. I just need a Wonder Cane. I have 3 uses. Perfect. Let's reactivate it. I shouldn't need to reactivate it for the foreseeable future. Boots. I'm just gonna run around. I need to find the stairway up. Now that I've cleared out the entire area, I had to clean my shoes. Or repair them, or... Well, apparently I'm not damaging them. Usually when I walk through acid, I'm damaging my shoes. Fall down. Oh, because of the fan. Yeah, be careful when you're out of swing in this area, because there's moving parts that can toss you around. Oh, right. I forgot the fans don't mess with you if you're in between them. They're pushing in this direction. But yeah, just deactivate the fan, except I can't because the game doesn't want me to. And instead you just break the bed. You just destroy the wire at its source. And the same thing's on the other side. But yeah, these are the reason that I hate this area. Strip flies. You want to know what they do? Because you're not gonna, as long as everything goes hunky-dory, you're not gonna see what they actually do. They take your items, and sometimes they just go somewhere else with them. Like, say, you fall down. You get like pushed forward by these conveyor belts, and that strip fly just like goes off with your items and just keeps them, never to return. They somehow fall down a well in the no man's land. They don't actually they're actually flying, so I can't actually hit them properly. They just take your shit, and sometimes you don't even know what's happening. They take your equipment. They take everything. Wait, let's activate flight. Now they're anti-gravity, so I'm not gonna fall. But yeah, jets of flame. Rotating these. I think these can either pick you up or take your items off of you. But yeah, the walls have lava. Just everything. Wait, am I not flying still? Oh, I need to land whenever I attack. Right. Have I been letting my items break? Is that what that means? Am I covered in lava? No. So yeah. Surefly snags. Blaze. Thermoelectric cells. Yeah, they just do that. Oh, my dog can smell his toy. Yeah, give me a second. I need to go get it. There you go, little buddy. You alright. Alright. Barged in my room to locate his toy. But yeah, what did I lose? Did the unequip me? Let's beguile something. My friend died. That's okay. It's like, look at all the stuff they picked up, and then it just, if it drops on the conveyor, it just gets taken away. and you lose your equipment. I don't like having my things be destroyed. Oh, there's walls being moved on the conveyor belt. And then there's smashes. Which, they deal a lot of damage. You know, they stole 22 servings of jerky. Like, come on, man. You can't jack a man's jerky. It's just not okay. But yeah, my recommendation is... Right. Kill him as you see him. Either kill him or run like hell. That's my recommendation. Also be afraid of the fans. You're not flying. You're not. But you wish you were. But yeah, these machine presses, they do about 100 damage if you get hit by them. I have 100 HP. I can deal with that. So I'm just gonna run past them. Since a thing foreign to space-time, I'll precognition just to minimize the chance that I get screwed. Clairvoyance. Okay, they're not immediately apparent. Ship Flash is coming out of the woodworks. Okay, target that. We lost sight of him. So wait until precognition's back up. Let us precognition first, and then we'll clairvoyance. Because we're currently safe. Because the enemy doesn't know how to path through holographic walls, because they don't know the holographic. Okay, Chiamo yo. They're a. What's the word? They're a Mukpango that looks after one of the children of the. Oh my god, my brain is so fried. I have such a headache. They're the overseer for one of the children of the terminal. Ka. Yeah, this is the one that gives me my loop, which I believe is for my arm. Ka's loop. Okay, this item's DV blah blah blah. Oh, it needs to be booted first. Okay, let's set a boot. Okay, you're not very threatening. My god, my precognition lasts so long. It's not even it's not even sensical. Yeah. Infinite duration sprint. And I believe it doesn't end when it would normally. Yeah, see? I ran through water. Waiting usually prevents you from continuing to sprint. You know? Fired my gun. Okay. Firing my gun stopped me from sprinting, apparently. But yeah, cause loop on a character that's like key is mobility. One of their key powers is mobility. It's very nice. And well, mobility isn't the only thing I'm good at. Oh my god, Ka just dealt like 70 damage. Some poor psychic. But yeah, Ka is neutral to me, but one would assume they're my friend after all I've done for them. I basically, what the item does is it frees their mind. All the children of the tomb are actually sentient creatures that have been psychically castrated, I guess you would say. So yeah, is this Gammoth and Psychic Thrall? Yeah, it can cause you to mutate, which is not currently what I want to have happen. But yeah, things that can fly can now fly because we are one stratum high, which is, something that usually does not happen. I want to activate my anti-crab boots. And apparently I got pushed away. But yeah, once I get rid of the Secrets of Sightless Way as like something that can attack me, something that can be randomly chosen from the pool to, chase after me as Psychic Assassins, I'll be in a very good spot. Like, doubtlessly amazing spot. You know what, Glittermensch? You just made my list of things to do today. Did somebody... This thing has 1,000 HP! I want that! This thing has 1,000 HP! Holy shit! Damn thing is more... the Monad is more dangerous than the... And the Saltbacks are more dangerous than the Psychic Assassins. This is why I hate the Secret of the Sightless Way. Because they come with Psychic Assassins and they're just so numerous. Like, they come with Psychic Thralls and the Thralls are numerous. Like, the Seekers aren't really a threat on their own. It's their companions that kill me. Ooh, just rearrange my walls. I liked those the way they were. Stupid boulders. Stupid living rocks. How dare they exist? Without my consent. But yeah, the Secrets of the Sightless Way have spawned with Saltbacks, they've spawned with Monads, they've spawned with fucking Cherubs. Like, my god, they spawn with just ridiculous shit. Like, my god damn god. How about the Caravan Guards that spawned as, like, defenders of the actual Psychic Thrall had equipment? Let me get rid of some of these things. Some of these plants so it doesn't break anything. Do I have defaulting grenades yet? There's my weapon slot. God, I have so many equipment slots. Can I... Did I just pick up a freezing... Or did I just equip a freezing grenade? Yeah, I did. Defaulting. This is why I keep tier 3 defaulting grenades. Oh, I can't hide. What hostiles? Literally, what hostiles? What is the tree gonna do? Uproot itself and chase after me? Oh, my dog wants to be pet. Let's just throw defaulting grenades so I don't have to personally deal with these trees. It's the Aloplyras and Deathnicatas that are really an issue. I have dealt so much damage to that salt crack. Not salt crack. Great saltback that it bled so much that it was essentially drowning in its own blood. My lord. You'll love to see it. I'm also confused. Also, this is another enemy. The sort of crypt sitters. So what they do is they protect these reliquaries. They're quite powerful, but also these things have brain brine in them. Among other things, they sometimes have ridiculously random garbage. And then there's the Crypt Ferrets. They have dodge value 24. This is why I like light manipulation for this area. If I didn't have light manipulation for this area, I wouldn't be here yet. Because I need something to guarantee that those Crypt Ferrets, because they can grapple you. You need something to guarantee that they don't grapple you. And sometimes the crypts are just empty. Also, what can I tell you to and not to do? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing? What do you mean, nothing? But yeah. Latched onto by Crypt Ferret. But like, they only have armor value 5, so like, if you can actually hit them with a strong attack, they just die. And then there's the sarcophagi. But yeah, pain to deal with. Like, look at all these misses. Like, I have to hit like AC 25. Not like AC 25. I have to hit exactly AC 25. But the moment they get hit, they start to die. Real quick. I don't know if auto-exploring will search the Crypt Sitter chests. So I might have to search them manually. But yeah. The objective is to loot everything and then go up. And then do the same a few more times, and then we're going to be in the actual Tomb of the Sultans, rather than just the Eaters in general. And then there's, yeah, Dagasha. Dagasha's the one that gives you the... In case you didn't want to do what I'm doing, you need precognition to be able to see what each of them do before you actually pick the right one. Dagasha's the one that gives your summons, or not summons, your companions the ability to teleport. It's quite nice. Yeah. Poor guy is completely mentally screwed. Also, another way to deal with the Crypt Ferrets, like, let's say you were Chimera. What you can do is if you stun them, it'll lower their dodge value greatly. Might even make it negative. Yeah, I use Paralyzing Stinger to make it so they can't dodge me anymore, and then kill them. And if you're Truekin, explosives. Just use explosives. Like, I can demonstrate as soon as I remember that I don't have a thing. But yeah, Freezing Grenade. They now have minus 10 dodge value, and they die in 2 hits. It's just that easy. Oh, you're just a full creep that's been pushed out of the way. I thought it was sentient. Yeah, my attacks very, very rarely work. Okay, so I don't auto-explode these chests. Probably for the best, but yeah. I'm sure I'm gonna have to deal with the Crypt Sitters. But yeah, they have stuff like this. Flawless Crystal Dagger with a nuclear cell inside of it. Sunder and Freezing. It's amazing. Brain Brine. Also amazing. Super worth getting. A Crypt Ferret. Former Pango just got melted by somebody else's acid. Okay, if I check this for a query, good to go. Sportmanad is almost dead. I'm just gonna proselytize a Crypt Ferret and put it out of its misery just to make sure I get experience out of it. Yeah, that was an experience, not bad. Crypt Ferret can go do whatever Crypt Ferret does. Just back the way I came, clearly. Conservators. I should probably use this so I can see what's going on. But yeah, a lot of the enemies will start fighting each other, so you'll have Grave Robbers fighting Crypt Ferrets, fighting like the random goers to this area. And you'll have the different factions like hostile to each other, fighting each other, which can cause an absolute volatile mess for you to deal with personally. But yeah. I know what I'm doing, because I've been here at least twice before. And I refuse to do half measures anymore in this game, because holy shit. Just getting this far takes hours, even if you're playing like faster than the curve. Like if I wanted to be here like as low as level as possible, like level 20, it would have still taken like 4 or 5 hours to get that far in the game. So I'm not gonna half-ass it, come unprepared and just die and have to restart. Not again. Maybe someday, but not now. Not when there's new stuff for me to see. And then once I've seen all the new stuff, you know, explore the new Deathlands, I'll go underground and see if I can get this character killed or if they're truly immortal. And in which case, I will just cry when the game updates and I lose the save. Which currently I'm still on the beta because I mean, it's not like I was gonna update the game and let my save go bye-bye. Game, I need you to understand that I don't want to target the walls. Just because I hit them once, or twice, or 3 times, doesn't mean I need to target them with my ranged attacks. If I had enough agility, I'd actually be able to hit the Crypt Ferrets reliably, but that's not in the cards for me right now. I'll still just be lazy and hit them, but like that's besides the point. But yeah, I've been stuck in place by the Crypt Ferrets, and slowly turned to mulch by the other enemies. Any enemy that prevents you from running away from them is super, super tiddly. Not on their own necessarily, but in numbers, especially when there's other different types of enemies, even more dangerous. Super hazardous. There's also the problem that my strength isn't, like, it's not min-maxed. Like it's kind of milk toast. It could be high. I mean, honestly, my weapons aren't that. I'm not going to benefit anymore. But if I had like a mutation that was giving me better damage, it would be great. But Obviously, that's not what this build is designed to do. This build is designed around getting me this far. It's not designed. It's not designed about around flourishing in this. It's designed to survive the mid game. Be reliable in the early game, survive to the mid game, so I can get powerful enough that regardless of how strong my build is or not, I'll have what I need. That'll just be super powered, because I'll just have more AoE than is really necessary and just not be able to be damaged by most things. So yeah, I'm overpowered for this area, but also it's not the same as with other games where like you're overpowered and it trivializes everything. I love how there's a water reef just feeding water into it's putting clean water in a it's a death pilgrim. How are you a pilgrim? How do you move? It's not like other games where you get over leveled and then nothing in the game matters. You get over leveled in the Caves of Qud and then it still kills you. That's why I love this game. It's because the game does not care about your feelings. It doesn't care that you spent hours on the run. It doesn't care that you have 4,000. Yeah, even 4,000 HP. Like I can't move right now. Like if something came along, like say Assault Kraken, and decided to eat me, that's a one-hit KO. Like there's things that instantly kill you. I'm still but a mortal. It's hard to kill me. It's next to impossible for most things to kill me, but I can still kill myself. That is the truth of the Caves of Qud. No matter how powerful I am. Also, the enemies we're going to be facing later in the dungeon are going to still hurt. Gigantic shoes. Thanks, game. I'm also picking up a lot of trash I'm going to have to get rid of later. Brain brine. Which I'll eventually make use out of. I didn't kill the Crypt Sitter, I just walked away from it because I was tired. Tired of fighting it. Protect thermal beams. Oh, that wasn't me taking damage, that was a wall behind me taking damage. I was like absolutely panicking. You gotta be careful because you can fall. I'm only 2 straight high, but that's still dangerous. Great goods. Let me clairvoyance so I can see more of the map. I'm at the point where I'm not clearing anything out because I'm being lazy. Despite the fact that I know the Crypt Ferrets are still dangerous. They can still latch on to me and still ruin my day. But at this point, the enemies in this area are just like an inconvenience. I found a way up yet in here. Oh, I was just ramming into a statue. Whoops, that would make sense. I don't know off the top of my head how a normal enemy could manage to kill me at this point, but it can still, well, not normal enemy. Normal enemy, I'm pretty much immune to the air shenanigans, but there are plenty of rare enemies that can still ruin my life. Like, I could still be, like, invaded by a psychic and teleported underground. Though, of course, I would have to be teleported into an enemy that could kill me for that to actually be a problem, because otherwise I just clear myself out a little bit of space and teleport out. And the Pango Den over here. Do I have freeze grenades? Yeah, I do. Okay. Get off of me. Okay, there's my way up. Oh, is this... Oh, there's psychics here? Or am I just... Oh, they're an enemy. I was legitimately confused at why I was being attacked by the Mechanist. Or attacked by force fields. Because I kind of ruled out the Mechanist, and then I realized, oh, they're actually a problem. But like, you can imagine trying to clear out this entire area and just being like teleported to different floors with different random sets of bullshit on them. Because like you can be sent from anywhere from the area that we started in, like any of the areas that, you know, are tomb-like. Like I could be sent into a sarcophagus here, or I could be sent back to the lower levels where there's just a bunch of oozes everywhere. Or I could be sent into, you know, a den full of crypt ferrets. It's all kinds of jazz. I don't want it. I don't want to deal with that. Immediately head into a tomb. Oh, this guy didn't see me steal, so he's just gonna kill me. He's gonna try to kill me. Also, there's plenty of stuff written on here. I'm not gonna read it all. Yes, I believe there's somebody far into the space-time here to fight me. I don't know where. Yeah, so Death Pilgrim. And let me start to fly, because I don't want to be bogged down. Yeah, return to the ground. Yeah, that's one thing that I can't do while sprinting. Is fly. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I want to just leave. But also the loot is nice. But yeah, just the fact that there's oozes and the Tomb of the Eaters, it like, or not oozes. Well, yeah, oozes that turn in, or that end up being mono sludges that end up, you know, spitting their sludge on each other. Like, you can end up with like a slime with like every single thing in the game on them. And, you know, they're considered like level 50, and they disarm you, and then they throw your shit in the lava, and then they, you know, you want to die, because they just ruined like your entire run. Except you're still alive, which is the worst part. You just lost like all of this gear. Totally has never happened. Totally has never happened to me, and never will again. Oh, I can just leave. Yeah, I'm gonna leave, yeah. Yes, now I'm in the liminal way. Then we're gonna enter, ambient astral friction here. So this is where I have to do several things. Is choose whether or not I want to keep my spheres of negative weight, which I will drop to reveal my true weight. And what I want to do is I want to get rid of enough stuff that I can walk around if I choose to get rid of like 35 of my spheres of negative weight. Sorry, I'm having issues with my short-term memory. Like a lot of issues with my short-term memory. That's why the long pauses keep appearing in my ability to speak. Like anything, I will just equip this as my dagger of choice. Yes, that's why the long pauses keep appearing. Anything that isn't useful, I will just get rid of. Defoliants. I mean, the defoliants might still be useful, but they're not going to be more useful than like freeze grenades, which I'm going to want. Also, I keep auto-equipping them rather than dismantling them. Whoops. EMPs are still going to be essential. Flashbangs I never use. Glitter grenades. I expose self keep. Resonance grenades aren't essential. Sleep grenades. Your poison grenades, right? Yeah, just get rid of them. Stasis grenades, yeah, I'll keep. Normal grenades here. So sure I'm equipped with one of these, yeah. Perfect. These cells can just get out of my inventory. Russian cell can go. Keep the rest. Get rid of the ashes I somehow picked up. Some bracelet. Keep the anthological anchor. And then these. And the question is, it's this water, yeah. I was gonna say, how do I get rid of the rest? And then, do I want to mulch these? Because I'll be able to rebuild them later. And the answer is yes. Yeah, let's just rebuild them. I got most of the 7s back, which is the only thing I was worried about. Let's make sure they're actually all gone. Alright, because... yeah. Oh my god, it is so nice that I got multiple legs. If I didn't have multiple legs, I wouldn't be able to carry all my equipment. All the equipment that I really need to keep. Why say really need to keep? Really want to keep, because how we're going to escape here, so we're not going to walk all the way back, is just teleporting out. Alright, but this is the Tomb of Geppetto the First. This is actually the Tomb of the Sultans, rather than just, the basic tombs. There's statues. Oh, you're just hostile. Oh, because I don't have, oh, right, I need to, precognition. I'm only actually burdened. I'm not fully, actually neutered because I'm too high level. Yeah, these are cherubs. This is a crab cherub, stranger cherub. But yeah, and this one's quickened. Oh, they're both quickened. And they also have light reflection on, so they can dodge my bullshit. Yeah, quickness, teleportation. Quickness, teleportation. They belong to the cast of quickened cherubs. All of them have the same basic things. Basically, they're the ideal, perfect form of what they represent. So this is a, Gallium veins pressed against the underside of her crystalline skin and gleam warmly. Her body is perfect, and the whole of it is wet with amniotic silic. What's up, man? How'd the last of the hunt go? Could she have just been peeled off an oil canvas? Was she cast in the material realm by a dreaming, driven brain? Whatever the embryo, she is now the archetypical stranger. It's all there in the impeccable simulacrum. The tall forehead, the outstretched legs, the eyes full of wonder, perfection is realized. And everything will say the same sort of thing. But yeah, I gotta fight all these. And I could temporal fugue, but the game's gonna come up with this message. Risk. They're just gonna disappear. Yeah, luckily I'm high level enough for this. I need to figure out how I'm gonna tackle this. I'm just gonna start. Oh god, it is so much damage. This is regular. I'm trying to get far enough to see the new stuff, which means I have to do the. I don't have to do the Tomb of the Eaters, but I want to see the new main story. Yeah, I'm just gonna take them to a choke point, and just start dismembering them. Yeah, they're missing feet. They're okay. They're basically turned into mincemeat already. That's 1,000 experience, and I decapitated. It's a little late for the decapitation, but I will take it anyways. Yeah. Oh no! I want to throw a grenade. I have Mark III freeze grenades, so they should be quite chilly. Did you drop anything now? I'm looking for like their faces and stuff, because I have a lot of face slots. Yeah. They're still super dangerous, but they can't keep up with me. I have multiple legs, heightened quickness, or well, I don't have the mutation heightened quickness, but I do have like more than base quickness. Even though they're the quickened variety, they do have teleportation, which is the only threat. I can also just recruit them. I also have stupid long precognition. I believe it's 56 rounds. It might be double that. This is either double the. It's either showing my true amount or it's double that. Yeah, they're crazy. 10 ego because I fought like dozens of assassins in the Saltoons. I'm being super reckless. But I'm not gonna die here. I have like 30 herb berries. I'm not gonna die unless I let them do that to me over and over again. Let us fortify toughness. Now I have 800 HP. Assuming I allow myself to actually heal. That is. And then I'll start freezing them. Oh. I've never seen them reflect a grenade before. I've never in my life seen that. Are you mechanical? No. Oh, reflect. Oh, it's reflect all projectiles. I see. I'm gonna run away from them and heal. Oh, on the other side of this map. And this crap is super high strength. I'm really not okay with that. Which one of you is completely clean? Yeah, I'm just gonna recruit it. There we go. My god. I think you turn that off? Or is that just a permanent thing? No, you can teleport though. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let me... keep buffing my own toughness. That's the sarcophagi. It's precognition. Okay, this is the Kessel face. +1 to all stats, +10 quickness, +1 to all mutation levels, 6 cybernetic license. Oh, it doesn't give its own mutation. What does the foe of marriage do? The foe of marriage. This is a wedding gift. For the record. Who the hell wants a wedding gift that's called the foe of marriage? But yeah, I guess I'll start reading the murals. Stirred by prize Astrolabe trawled from the slipstream, Gepader visited her hermitage. Oh god, it's hard to say. Hermitage, and revealed a wintry truth. She named it Astrolabe's son. In the year of the bold gift, Gepader. Sorry, my head is not working today. Gepader, the destined sexton, spouse to Mick, the Chnipter, mate of Rothneg, the Onyx map, laid her body to rest and crossed into Brightshall. She was 73 years old. Beholder, marvel at the life of Gepader, called the destined sextant, scion of the fossilized Sads. She who was dowered the Kessel face. Observed the twin miracles of the year of the embossed gift. The heiress was born and a new planet was discovered. I will take advantage of the ad by drinking some liquid protein. Alright. Give myself a little stretch. Also, I just remembered to pick up the stream on my phone so I could actually see what was going on. Like, I can read chat, but I can't see if any other notifications are coming up. There we go. Yeah, let me just scroll through. Okay, no. Yeah. Oh, the wall. Did I actually read? I completely forgot if I was reading this. But yeah, I literally recruited a wall earlier, and it immediately was slammed through and died immediately. It's very sad. I guess this is what I was supposed to be reading. Utter a prayer for the joined, Peter and Mick, whose imperial alliance by marriage enabled winter Aramites to start dismantling the Stellary farmstead. Yeah, see you around. We'll see you when you get back. At first light under a curious and onyx sky, the people of Shilitar Hollow saw an image on the horizon that looked like a map bathed in onyx. It was Gepader. And after she came and left Shilitara Hollow, the people built a monument to her, and that's what called her the Onyx Map. Anguish to Nerva of Tepa It was there that Gepeto lost her prized astrolabe son during the ritual of the Empyrean Crypt. Was a blessing for the joined, Gepetor and Rothnag, whose imperial alliance by marriage enabled mysterious strangers to destroy the Stellari scheme. Stellari scheme. Recall when, deep in the wilds of Tanip, Gepetor taught a clan of crabs the ritual of the astral blight, which can only be performed by one with her wandering visage. The crabs were grateful, and in return they accepted her into the fold and taught her their secrets. Yeah, these wallets are almost as durable as I am. Celebrate the holy year of the sheathed ring, when Gepetor was dowered with the Kesselface and named Sultan of Cud. Her ancestors, the fossilized Sades, looked on in approval, since, just like them, she was known for her... They were all known for their reputation for murdering somebody by cooking them for sustenance. To be fair, that makes sense. Okay, biographer. I finally got the achievement for getting every single Sultan secret for a particular Sultan. Precondition's gonna run out. Yeah, that lasted like 100 turns minimum. I'm really, really glad I got that random skill. And let's painfully snap back. 20 strength. I wonder if the EMP grenade will work. There's mighty bats. 3 mighty bats. Onto the strength case. Alright, the mighty case that gives them plus 20 strength, which is a lot. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, the reflective shield deactivated, so I can now... Oh my god, it does no damage. That's because it's got so much armor value. Yeah, it can deal like 50 damage. This is what I said when I meant... what I meant when I said they're just... There are things that don't care what my level is. For my own culture, no. Based on its qualities. The stained lid of the Tomb of the Eaters. If it wasn't called the stained lid, I would have went with that name. The bloody grafted Calvin's shrewd cap. Nah. The lid of the rescued map. Please stop calling it the lid. The radiant helm of the Tomb of the Eaters. Alright. Let's go with that. The radiant helm of the Tomb of the Eaters. Now that's an impressive name. On an item that I'm actually proud of. Alright, let's buff up my agility. Yeah, 44 agility. So I want to actually be able to hit and dodge. Let's start hitting the herb berry. Oh. Okay, that's a good time to retreat. But yeah, I believe the bat should... Oh my god, the bats is so much... Like, I think the crab, by default, has higher strength than the bat. So even with plus 20 strength from the mighty ability, that the crab still outclasses it. Like 184. There's no such thing as overkill when cherubs exist. In the year of the abstract gift, Gepeto II, the mighty shade, spouse to Thurkukish, Sorrow of Mabamrod, laid his body to rest and crossed into Red Joel. He was 126. bless the virtuous scholars of the quill-worshipping precinct of Mabamrod, who came to Gepetor II's rescue when a company, company of treacherous flowers sabotaged the luminous crypt in his star blimp, causing it to explode. Smite Alishan of the quill-worshipping precinct of Mabamrod. It was there that Gepetor II lost his prized, the mighty promise, Gepetor's friend, while the townsfolk were were busy discovering the Empyrean octohedron. In the quill-worshipping precinct of Mabamrod, a band of treacherous flowers sabotaged the spatial cylinder in Gepetor II's heart blimp, causing it to phase out of existence. He was presumed dead at, let's say 37 years old. Witness, marvel at the mighty shade, who in the year of the esteemed pawn, mocked death and materialized from astral monogon. In the year of the modest charm, we celebrate the inauguration of the colossal yurt, where winged mammals wandered in search of hammers for reversing the course of the slipstream. Remember, ye heathens, in the year of the gentle homestead, an alliance of succulents and crabs deceived Gepetor II and annexed his star Hosohedron. Remember the chastening put upon them by Gepetor II, the mighty shade. Utter a prayer for the betrothed, Gepetor II and Tarkukish, who celebrated alliance by marriage, dismantled the luminous shrine flock and the foul custom of Henagun love, whatever the hell that means. In the quill-worshipping precinct of Mabamrod, Gepetor II averred his descendancy from the fossilized Sades, who were known for venerating scholars. By holy right, he ousted the pretender sultan, who had prohibited venerating scholars in favor of crypt worship, and crowned himself Sultan of Qud. He was 126 years old. One night under the beetle moon, a babe was found swaddled in the mouth of a she-wolf with its mouth full of iron. That babe came to be known as Gepetor II. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so I don't actually have the precognition to look at these. I just need to be careful I don't take anything out. So this is just the Kessel face, but worse. It doesn't give anything special. This is a short sword that can behead flowers. Moving on. Teaching the wall who's boss. Oh, good. Alright, now we're in the tomb of Gepetor III. And this is why you'd put on the death mark. This is when you'd put it on to gain the most advantage. Okay, the electric ooze cherub and the learned worm cherub. So attacks discharge clockwork beetles. And this one has electrical generation 10. These aren't too dangerous. Oh right, yeah. Throw it at its feet. But yeah. Cherubs are deadly, but not deadly enough for me. Also, especially when they're distracted by me and I can just have my allies kill them. Alright, let's see what's in the chest first. Okay, 2 books. I believe you can read these without risk. Fruit. I'll do it anyways. Okay, it worked. Okay, Sir Kitika raises the willpower of whoever reads it, and Letka. I'm not gonna read that whole thing. Willpower. And the Earth Face. Nothing special. It depends on what the Sultan was known for. Sometimes the Sultans are known for a specific effect and doing a certain thing that translates into an ability that would be listed alongside of these. But no, they're nothing special. The Kessel Face is usually the best, but I'm not going to take it until I'm done. Also, I forgot to start reading. Recall when, deep in the wilds of the icicle-worshipping precinct of Nabanip, Gepeto III taught a clan of antelopes the ritual of the low surf, which can be performed by one with his logical visage. The traitorous antelopes broke faith with him and stole the secrets of the ritual. Recall when, deep in the wilds of Turkalip, Gepeto III taught a clan of insects the ritual of the low light midnight. We're going with that. Which can only be performed by one with his copper-plated visage. The treacherous insects broke faith with him and stole the secrets of the ritual. While traveling alone in the icicle-worshipping precinct of Nabanip, Gepeto III had a dream where he was taking measurements. From that day forth, he was obsessed with quills. In the year of the Eminent Priest, we celebrated the founding of the Inquisitive Workshop, where equines soldered quills together for reversing the course of the slipstream. On the night of the full moon, a babe was found swaddled on the banks of the ancient river with circuits on its eyes. That babe came to be known as Gepeto III. In Turkalip, Gepeto III averred his ascendancy from the fossilized Saids, who were known for venerating equines. By consecrated rites, he ousted the pretender sultan, who had prohibited venerating equines in favor of Volt worship, and crowned himself Sultan of Kut. He was 127 years old. In the year of the Briny Profanity, Gepeto III, scroll dancer, laid his body to rest and crossed into Bright Troll. He was 127. So the same year he raised the power, he also died. Like this guy had one mission to to change like a handful of rules and just die. He was like, yeah, but equines though. Stirred by a cherished light bulb, pride-free by emerald tongs, Gepeto III visited an eminent college and commissioned a group of historians to author an account. He named it Letka. Alright, that's it for this area. But yeah, I'll have to path all the way down to get the Kessel Face, assuming that I don't find something even better. Condition's about to wear out. 'Tis fine. Just wait for it. Yeah. My precognition lasts for like 100 turns at least. Mechanical Salt Hermit. So yeah, belongs to the Salt Cherub. Or the cast of the Salt. 10 willpower and 100% HP. It has 600 HP. That's not very tough. Like, you look at the crab over here, it has 500, and it has, no special ability that raises its HP. That's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, that's a bot by the looks of it. Now, where the heck is the button to ban them? Watch that be a real person. It's like, my man, you shouldn't be doing that. Just get a bot to do it. Still gonna get banned no matter what. And this is another electrical generation mechanical creature, which means This is the power of EMP. Well, they actually still moving? Huh. I've got to say, that's pretty impressive that they can continue to move even after being EMP'd. Spider chair in space. So let's see how it competes. It's only 2. Oops, I just unequipped one of my weapons. But yeah, my extra dimensional faces all give me 3. And no downside. 11th face. As for ego, nothing special. Logical Grazing Blight. Grazing Blight. It gives electrical generation. So if I didn't have electrical generation from something else, this would be, like, very nice to take. It can also behead Grazing Hedonists, which would also be a good reason to take it. But I don't need it. Okay, Gadates the Analog Wrath. Somewhere in the star-worshipping precinct of Shulapur, Gadates had a dream that she was water fasting. From then on, she kept some spice hidden on her person. Oh, is this the person that's all about the spice? In the star-worshipping precinct of Shulapur, a gang of treacherous grazing hedonists sabotaged the lawyer in Gadates' pentagram buggy, causing it to vaporize. She was presumed dead at 41 years old. Gloom to Batum Hollow of Uganip. It was there that Gadates had her prize, the briny flower grazing blight, stolen by the thieving sea church. It's a dagger, I believe we found before, and then lost somewhere. I think it was actually destroyed in, like, acid, but that's besides my point. On the anniversary of a great battle, a tinkerer found a babe with a mouthful of diodes outside his workshop. He and his fellow tinkerers adopted the babe and named her Gadates. Remember the Battle of Karawar Den, where upon chewing the briny leaf, Gadates wielded her dagger and struck down the salt brood in the name of beneficence. Recall afterward how grazing hedonists and comets cried out in woe for days and days. Onlooker, regard in wonder the analog wraith, who in the year of the quiet prudence defied death and sprang forth from the fish surf. In the stark precinct of Shulapur, Gadates averred her descendancy from the fossilized Sades, who were known for wiring spices to leaves. By pure right, she ousted the pretender sultan, who had prohibited wiring spices to leaves in favor of troop worship, and crowned herself Sultan of Kud. She was 19 years old. Damn. Wish I was that. Wish I was that ambitious at 19. Recall when, deep in the wilds of the star-worshipping precinct of Shulapur, Gadates taught a clan of robots the ritual of Slag Seat, which can only be performed by one of her reputation for murdering by swilling the moisture from his skin. The treacherous robots broke trust and stole the secrets of the ritual. In the year of the wretched prayer, Gadates, the analog wraith, laid her body to rest and crossed in the ritual. She was 82 years old. That's pretty impressive. Presumed dead at 41, actually dies at 82. Not bad. And I believe there's... I'll know when we're at the end. Because it'll stop saying Tomb of X Sultan and it'll say, like, Unfinished Tomb. Okay, bear and insect. Electric insect, yeah, electric bear. Not too much of a threat. this this cherub is helping me make short work of all these things. The olive face, another electrical generation. It doesn't give anything else. I mean, it gives a bit of stuff. It's hard to compete with the Kessel face. It would really have to be like 2 or 3 items. Also, I forgot. I mean, I'll be back. Unfinished. Okay. Literally, will be back because I want the Kessel face. There's also the Void face, but it just gives 50 rep with everybody. I think. But yeah. But yeah, it's completely alone. Like, even if the Void face had something special for me, the Kessel face just beats it out easily because, I mean, it's a +1 to stats, +1 to mental mutations. And, I mean, yes, that's it, but, like, still good. Could have been better. I've had it where it gave me, like, +8 electrical generation before, and it also gave me a weapon that also gave it. Or that was, well, what I picked at that time, because I was like, wow, 16 electrical generation sounds pretty nice. And that run, unfortunately, save file got too old and it corrupted. My poor librarians rolling in the grave. Best full of marriage, mysterious favor, which I'm not going to be equipping. And it is a 0-4. If I reduce the amount of faces I had, I could have 3 armor value from all these faces. Oh, I need to have them not be here. I'm just gonna kill them. I'm not gonna be able to take care of them for very long. They'll eventually die no matter what I do. Plus, they're only quick and meh. But yeah, you have to kill the cherubs to get the thing, no matter what you do. And once you take from one of the reliquaries, all the reliquaries go bye-bye. But yes, the Kessel face. +1 to all stats, +10 quickness, +1 to all mutant levels, +6 cybernetic licensure, which doesn't matter to me because I can't use a becoming nook. Movement speed, carry weight, and +10 to all resistances. And telepathy, which I already had. And I'll read it because I equipped it. Shining jewels are scattered across the contours of a galactic visage, and edges drawn between them sketch the outline of a sashed fool. Far away at the chrome crest, beads of bright and searing light suggest the shade of a median ear, and beyond its spout, a vast and timeful structure. The inside of the mask is ribboned with burnt tracery from where it was molded on a gallium lathe, then dyed with the milk irises of Shidum and set to dry in a pool of warm static. Yeah. And I've drank warm static, so I can understand the kind of effects it has. But yeah, as we go back up, we'll see that many of the things here, or many of the loot chests are missing now. But yeah, none of them, most of the chests are mostly empty. That's the sign of one thing and one thing only. It means 90% of the Sultan relics are out there in the world. And any Sultan artifacts that don't have a place where they'll spawn will spawn in the reliquaries here, alongside the Sultan. But that means I'm in luck, because if I want all the relics, I mean, I'll miss like 4 or 3. Or, yeah, close enough. But hey, they're still there at all. Like, I had the choice. They weren't very good. They weren't weapons or anything that I could have equipped. Well, I could have equipped them. I didn't want to equip them. Yeah, okay. The final reading before we get to the unfinished crypt. Behold, regard and wonder the analog ghost who in the year of the Tin Wraith eluded death and emerged from the fish drink. In Tepa, Shuripur lost control of his sand spear and crashed into a theocracy. He just crashed into the Vatican. He was presumed dead at 29 years old. In the year of the joined spouse, we reveled at the opening of the Hermitage of the Coiled, where insects cant in devotion of the use of circuit boards for dismantling the dust mace. Remember the year of the Curious Savior, when a administrator was appointed minister of the oscilloscope worshipping precinct of Shiva. She outlawed the practice of wiring spices to glass, and Shuripur was forced to flee. Esteemed Shuripur, friend to insects, and savior of Kagakesh Nath, who led an army to its gates and pushed off a cliff its corrupt aristocrats. The people of the city wrapped themselves with filament in jubilation, roared Shuripur's name, and renamed Kagakesh Nath to Shuripurabad. Shuripurabad. God, that's such a mouthful. In his honor. Bless the virtuous explorers of the quill-worshipping precinct of Mabamrad, who came to Shuripur's rescue when he lost control of his sand prism and crashed into a homestead. Beholder, marvel at the life of Shuripur, called the destined vacuum tube, scion of the fossilized Sades, and he who was dowered the olive face. Observed the twin miracles of the year of the noble gift. The air was born, and a vacuum tube lit up in every home. Deep in Tepa, Shuripur discovered Tarkamish. They befriended bears and assembled a new contraption. In Tepa, Shuripur averred his descendancy from the fossilized Sades, who are known for wiring leaves to circuit boards. By sanctified right, he ousted the pretender sultan, who had prohibited wiring leaves. Prohibited wiring leaves to circuit boards in favor of Jubilee worship, and crowned himself Sultan of Kut. He was 24 years old. Yeah, not bad. And then we can climb up to the final place. We're 10 strata high, so, about 100 feet high. Birds. Birds are just, perching here now. Explore this place. And yeah, this is obviously going to be empty. It would obviously be where they would expand. Okay, let me just try again. Come on, game. Just let me observe. Oh, there is more. Huh. Yeah, you can kind of see where the game was, or not the game, where the characters in the game were preparing for another sultan. But this is the unfinished tomb of Reshef. This is Hero Dodicus. Where is... Right. This is the Mark of the Sultan. The death mark of the last Sultanate. Shared with entropic beings. So it's... Let's see if I can actually remember that, because if I fuck this up, I'm going to be annoyed. I have four attempts on myself, tattooed on my body. Oops. Oh, not that. As you can tell, I'm not really used to writing with symbols on my keyboard. You tattoo the mark of death on your on my keyboard, on my body. All right. That caused me to miss any other of the mark of death. Oh. I mean, I already had it, so I don't know if that would even complete anyways. But yeah. Oh. Peace to all who canter in the house of the coiled lamb. Why is the tomb unfinished? 'Tis a saying among the stonemasons. Never finish a job too early. By Decretum of Segatar, old as it is, they have until the coiled lamb is dead-like, to complete their work on the tomb. Bless the coiled lamb, peace to those who canter in his house, and let us pray day never comes. How do I get into Brightshore? Oh, Brightshore, the forever braid of life, the garden behind the high gate. While you must rank among the crown echelon of machine and folk, and you must start to compose. You must be dead. Dead in tomb, the body remains, but the mind wanders. I bear the mark. Entomb me. Should you be... Now I don't rank myself among the Doyen on the matter of organic life, but my understanding is that the dead do not speak. Besides, you aren't the coiled lamb, are you? Reshep is gone, biographer. I am here, and I have traveled to Bright. I need to travel to Brightshore. Entomb me. That's not even how it works. First, I image your head, read yourself's narrative from the fold of your brain, and cross-check it against the thin world's ambient log of your life's deeds. Then I stylize the story. I grave it on the walls, and once I'm done, then you can entomb yourself. Okay. So one thing I want to do, I want to precognition before this starts, because I want to, like, if he just starts, like, because like he said, he is going to write my story on the walls. So I don't want him to write stories about, like, random like boring stuff. Fine. Start Cytoscan. Cytoscan? I can't pronounce that voice. Commencing cross-check with the thin world's annals. Cross-check complete. Your narrative is compiled. Now to engrave it. Peace to all who canter in the house of the coiled lamb. And then he starts. Yeah. Hurry up! I only have several hundred turns before I have to go back in time if you start running bullshit on the walls. Alright. Mural of Calvin. Remember the kindness of Calvin, who patiently taught the canticles versus whatever to their pupil Sebus Hagades. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna write about all the times I gave books to the fucking librarian. Oh my god, please no. Remember the kindness of Calvin, who patiently taught frictionist... you fucking stop writing about me giving books to the book merchant. Who taught... Yeah, you could just fucking tell him how I taught him about all the random books in the world. While fighting a battle to protect the practice of glass blowing, Calvin lost their arm. Or their hand. Are you fucking shitting me? Are you gonna do this right now? Yes, I would like to return the Star Vision. let it be known that I'm not going to let this man just write on the walls about how I did absolutely. Wait a second, I do have a quest to find out the Okay, I already had it, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Let's do it again. Better not screw me on this. You better not talk about Shubis. Shubeus. I fucking hate you so much. Is this really the most notable shit I've done in my entire career? I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Alright, fine. Is it gonna be the exact same thing? Wow. I guess as soon as I entered the map, the game already figured out what it wanted to write about, which is, you know. Okay, this is interesting. After a climatic battle of wills, Calvin slew Bateau's rook in the psychic Triquetra. It had a name, but I'm not going to read that, because this is gibberish to me. Courageous Calvin discovered -1, once thought to be lost in the sands of time. But yeah, precognition does nothing here, apparently. After climatic battle of wills, I slew somebody no longer. Bateau's rook in the psychic Hosohedron. And just talking about the battles of me versus psychics. I fought the Bateau's rook devil. Anything else? While leading a small army through the outskirts of Bethesda Susa, Calvin demanded that a local Beetle use its powers to transmute 5 two-faced items into a peculiar contraption. In the month of Uru Ux of 1001, Calvin emerged from the trash chutes of Golgotha victorious, bathed in slime. Interesting. Recall how Calvin wrestled the legendary Aegis stopped Valen from the paws of a lowly Snapjaw and a veered descendancy from the sides of Yish. In the Ur-Ut of 1002, Calvin immaculately birthed themselves. Oh, it's talking about cloning solution. It's talking about how I cloned myself. I read the phrase immaculately birthed myself as if I had fucking came out of my own vagina. Oh my god. In the month of Ur-Ut of... I'm just talking about how I cloned myself. Stop! Stop it! Okay, no, this is different. This is me fighting another psychic assassin and absorb their psyche, thickening towards godhood. Calvin smashed a battalion of sons and daughters through a giant mainframe, showering the surrounding temple in glass and gallium. Oh, it's talking about how I smashed up some of these mirrors over here. I think. Yeah. In the month of Uru Ux of 1001, I penned the Corpus Coleus. I think that's from me giving it to the librarian. In the 13th of Ubu Ut, I died peacefully and was laid to rest in the Tomb of the Sultans. Now, hop into the sarcophagus. Safe travels. Immaculately conceived myself. Immaculately conceived myself. Immaculately conceived myself. Fuck off. But yeah, this is why I love getting to the Tomb of the Eaters, because then you just have this guy talk about how you did the same thing over and over again if you started grinding. Like if you grind like fighting psychic assassins, or you have a lot of glimmer and you fight a lot, Or if you give a lot of books to somebody, or the librarian particularly, because the librarian reads every book you give them. And also, if you give somebody a legendary book, they'll also read them. So you could potentially have this entire place filled with how you were handing out like a book to people, and it's just like, fuck off, game. I don't want people to know about the time I gave shit to the librarian. But yes, now enter the Imperial sarcophagus. The sealing mechanism inside this sarcophagus will certainly kill you if you close yourself inside. Are you sure you want to enter the tomb? Type in tomb to confirm. In tomb. Climb into the tomb. Enter the sarcophagus. The colossal lid slams shut. Darkness engulfs you. You died, entombed in the burial chamber of Reshef, the last sultan. And yeah, this is how the game ends. Or does it? God, I remember first seeing this in Nidhogg, I believe it says, or something. And I don't know what it says. I can't read. And yeah, it's mostly gibberish. I've had it bug out where this entire sequence didn't happen, and it's just like a ghost body that's walking around, bright shoal, but it looked like the Tomb of the Eaters. So the camera's like looking in the wrong direction. I feel like it's looking in the wrong direction. It's fine. The darkness recedes, and a new light breaks on the shores of your mind. And yeah, enclosed in the Imperial sarcophagus. I'm carrying too much to move. What's wrong with my legs? What's wrong with my inventory? What happened? Is that really the time game? Am I still? I'm no longer actually burdened, so what I'm gonna do is just make spheres of negative weight. I'm currently dead. As a ghost, I am creating spheres of negative weight. I'm just gonna mash them out. Unless I get actually burned again, this isn't gonna be a problem. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, this is a door. Gate to Bright Shoal. Patinae have transformed into Cyclopean bronze doors. Oh, transform the Cyclopean bronze doors into great shelves of seafoam and coral. The theater of life is depicted on the panels in high relief. Palm leaves lift in pyramids into the star-riven sky, and water pours over the lips of the Onocho. I don't know how to pronounce that to save my life. Lovers yoke across the frays, and the goats chew copper cud on the cornices. But yeah. Burnished azurum. Cyan bursts through the glassy hull and looks as though the sky was crystallized into a thicket of hexagonal prisms. The eaters dug it up from its magmatic birth site and arranged it into mounds to enshrine the spindle. Guild of furniture makers conspiring in a bright workroom beneath the eater's sun stretched a cushion to the precise size of two ardent lovers and set a pleasing male diamond at its right angle. The claw and ball feet suggest movement. Okay. Anything else interesting aside from the man himself? This is more statues of the eaters that we can find outside. Let me see what else I can see in the tomb. Everything's holographic. Shit's weird. Okay, let's precognition and explore. Okay. Oh, it loops. It loops. It loops. That's adorable. That must have been a pain in the ass to program. What about the flowers? Can I look at the flowers? Okay. Nothing special. Alright. And then finally, rain, water, Shomer. Damp clothes of the Shomerium habit, a koche, a tallit, and a robe, draped over air as if they waved a person's figure. Raindrops from another world spatter on the bosks of ribboned thread, transforming from tense spheres of selfhood to diffuse moisture on the fibrous loam. Old life is absorbed by the ageless linen and wrung out by an invisible hand, and the cycle repeats itself. Alright. I'm not going to read all of his dialogue because I've read all of his dialogue before. I'm just going to comb through it. Ask me if I'm crossing the right shoal. I've come from the thick world with a mission to disable the spindle's magnetic field. The Shomrin, Conan, why ought we? God, that's so. I'm a Said after all. Am I dead? What is this place? Basically, I have to go through a lot of the dialogue. Okay, relation. Am I dead? Something changed to chop the spindle. If Brightshoal is indeed connected to the city here, city there, then this change may suggest it's in peril. Okay, 1 year ago, broadcasting a signal from atop the spindle. I have a recording of it here. I ask you to disable the magnetic field so that the spindle can be ascended and a signal investigated. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna shake the wet life from my hair. I'd like to go back to I'd like to go back to Cud, please. But yeah. So as long as you don't accidentally click the dialogue option where you know, where you shake the wet life and just join them atop the spindle, you go back and you can continue to play. The matter of your new body starts to thicken and clot. You're inlaid with ribbons of bone, tissue, nerves, and flesh. Okay. The neoteric body is differently charged. Tying inside you is another of the secret knots that bind the world, floating your body slot. And I've come back to life and I'm butt naked. And if you've ever been here before, which a lot of, like 90% of the people who play this game will not have, you're like, where the fuck's my gear? It's right there. And this place, I have clairvoyance naturally, correct? Is a Geel. I don't know how to pronounce it. But what it actually is, also, is that water? Is that water for me to drink? Engraved vessel of the first sip. But yeah, what this is essentially for a returning sultan. So sultans can just return, assuming that they haven't shaken the wet life or whatever. They can just choose to come back to life, assuming everything's working properly, which of course, since we came back to life, is still possible. And this is their gear. And you can find these places, and you can find, like, anything in the game. And yeah, this is all my stuff. This will surely overweight me. Yeah, I know. And this is my favorite part of the game. It's just you pick up all of your shit. Everything you've ever gotten. Everything you've ever lost. It's right there. But yeah, I lost my magnet, or I didn't lose it. I left it at the top of the place. That's why I said when we would teleport. And I'm not climbing to the top of that fucking spindle again just to get like a nugget. And of course I didn't pick up my faces. But yes, the Radiant Helm of the Tomb of the Eaters. Put my Kessel face back on. Get my two-faced ganglionic teleprojector back on my face. Get my helping hands back on. This is honestly my favorite part. Just re-equipping all of your best stuff and just, you know, seeing all of it one more time. Because, you know, part of you thinks that you're never coming back. But no. You're once more alive in the caves of God. Oh, no, that's... There we go. The deactivated one's the one that I wanted to equip. I just had a brain fart. But yeah, the Leyline Puppeteers are still around, but like, it's just quickness. Like 90% of it is just quickness. I'll put my EMP grenade back on, and we have space for, if we really wanted, another quantum mode. And in fact, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a second one. Worst comes to worst, I just clone the current one. But I think you get a quest reward that gives you another. But yeah. So you might be like, if this place is so dangerous, what is in the Palladium Reef that's really warranting you coming here? Aside from the Freehold, which you don't even need to enter. But why would you explore this place? It's for the guilds. Or, I mean, I wouldn't know a different way to pronounce it, but yeah. I am going to finish the old main quest, or the old ending of the main quest, and then I will get the new quest, which will be new dialogue for me to read, and then I will take a break before exploring the new quest. Because I'd rather not, you know, have all that happen than die and then have to restart, you know. Because I didn't, you know, I tried to play on an empty stomach. Two girls hiding down here. Pax Clax is somehow not dead, even though I've seen him die like 100 times. Do you live in Greatgate now? Clanks live. A tragedy of Jalopy. Invite Clax to dim candle place. Clax softened stone floor with plushes. Dust shelves of boring jars with happy and spores of prickles. Look at it. Whatever. Operating manual for large creature. I don't know if I've ever seen this book before. Several books that I don't remember reading. This is one that I know for a fact I've never read before. Where is it? Or it's in books, which I closed because there was just too much shit. Okay. Authored by Pax Clax, edited for clarity by Q-Girl. Circumstance renders Jalopy unviable, so Clanks and Prickles make bioelectric wonder to form large creature. To operate creature for spindle climb, but also walk about and crush things. Creatures are large, cannot wear gear on its gear is gigantic. Large creatures have two modes. Unpiloted creatures follow you like friend, but act at half quickness. Piloted creature Okay, so this is the purpose for gigantic equipment. Okay, I see now. You control like your own body to pilot, enter creature, and sit in pilot chair. Inside large creature is control pit. You and one friend sit. Do actions there, sit in pilot chair, read manual and console, access creature, inventory via inventory hatch, leave via exit hatch. Reshaping Nook. Prickles install Reshaping Nook in Court of Sultans at Omon Porch. Court of Sultans, okay. Go there to repair large creature or reshape it if it's destroyed. Cool Sunslag is creature spackle, so must have one dram Sunslag to repair or reshape. On pilot creature, you can recoil to Reshaping Nook or recoil creature from Nook. The Spindle, coming soon. When ready, travel to Spindle at Omon Porch, enter Spindle channel, engage Spindle, lock on, and climb. But Prickle's not ready for this step yet. Come later. So basically, we're making a mech to go to like space/high orbit. Is that you, Calvin? Are you returned from gate and tomb? Come closer, I say. It is me, Bruthram. I've returned. You appear refreshed. My old eyes spy the swim lines on the waking of the waking world, and to you they cede precedence, a newness obtained. Okay, outside of time, I found myself in a place of light. I chose to return and listen to the new. I found Bright Shoal, where it lies beyond the tomb. I spoke to the Shomer there, and arranged for the disablement. God, I've never seen that. I've never seen that use of disable as like with the suffix like that of the Swindle's magnets over there by workshop is that Pax Clax. There is junk about. Let's start by being let's return by being an asshole. Bertram pauses. Unusual circumstances have put my study in disarray. Lamentable. This is but necessary. Okay, I found Bright Shoal. You are even a courier of bright tidings, Calvin. You were ever a courier of bright tidings, Calvin. I am fond of this fact. I'm also the courier of, I'm also the courier that goes back to, suicidal like locations and then comes back alive. So I'd hope you are fond of the fact that I keep not dying. Because otherwise you'd have to send some other poor asshole to do your dirty work. Categories and types are I really don't know how to pronounce that. Decoring? 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 Decoring in these historical times. Nonetheless, the rituals nourish us. You are raised to Mavin Calvin, the one who knows more. Oh, that's the rank. Take this, too. A shoot of morphine gel from my own personal collection. You've arrayed yourself in the artifacts of time, and so we have little left to give you, but still, this may be useful. I'm loved. I've got morphine polygel, which you can use to. This is what I thought was the quantum mote, but you can just make a new one. Now matters have evolved. In your absence, do you choose now to learn more? I do. High on the mount above Omon Porch, Puda's Templar watch us from through their war lenses and prepare an attack. The Nephilim too. Stir from their cradles on the moon stare and slump with infernal purpose. The short of it is, due to the dearth of prep time and inadequate armament, Pax Class no longer believes in the viability of Q-Girl's climber design. We must take Clanks at his word here. This disheartens us, but there is still hope. Clanks has offered up a new design, something unconventional at all angles. And despite our early misgivings, Q-Girl and I now work in assistance to the project. A new creature struggles to be born, Calvin, and you will help birth it, and then it will carry us, you and I, to the top of the spindle. Oh, this is what he means with you and a friend. So Bruthrum is going to be a companion. Nice. Clanks will mold the creature from raw bioelectric materials. You must gather these entrails. The body is a model, the catalyst to charge the sanguine fluids, and the Atsumus, fuck if I know, as deistic direction, the armament for protection, and the Hamsa for personality. You will bond with the creature too, and act as its pilot, and you must speak an incantation to inscribe the connection. You'll also need to procure the sanguine fluid itself, and to a power source shielded from electromagnetic attacks. These entrails, what are they? What the fuck are you telling me to do? They're the components that we will grow, shape, and solder into the sedent being. We can delve into specifics once you begin, at which point Pax Clanks can also serve as a source of knowledge. As you acquire components, bring them to the mound of scrap and clay over by Clanks. So, clearly, we're making a cherub, is what I'd assume. Because they're effectively, they don't get stunned when you throw an EMP grenade at them. So, I assume that's what we're making. We could be making just an actual mech, I have no idea. To pilot the creature and bond with it? Correct. The creature will be shaped broad enough to contain two, but only you will be bonded with it, and only you will pilot. Don't fear over an inescapable tether. The creature will be mobile, unpiloted, if slower to act. Sanguine fluid? Primordial soup, to be catalyzed and ran through its arteries as a animating substance. And a power source? Yes. The question of power is a trickier one. Our standard power sources might suffice, but they would be vulnerable to electromagnetic attacks on the ascent. And I believe it within the competency of the Buddhist Templar to execute such an attack. This leaves us two options. Clanks and Q-Girl have worked out a design for a neutronic battery, free from vulnerabilities on the EM spectrum, but requires 5 grams of neutron fluid. And the alternative is remote power, but to carry us across the spindle's length, the source would have to be extraordinary. I would look to Shiva, the Tree of Life, for psychic quickening. Reports tell us of the resumption of their roaming across the moon stair. Seek the trunk at Ian Raj to begin your investigation, if that's the path you choose. Let us begin. Yes, Calvin. Begin the gathering, and the molding will follow. The materials you choose will influence the being we create, but any such being will be sufficient for ascent. This is our last task before we make our historic climb. Be safe and well in doing this. If you have more questions, return here. Clanks and I will be available. The Golem! I wonder if the librarian will accept these books, by the way. That's why I bought all 10 of them. Wait a second, let's check to see what options we have. Okay. Can you tell me about the components? The Atsumus. Okay, transcendent imprint of the being, pattern trait after creature part crossed with body. Body of creature form to form creature after. Must follow you and experience. Friend not consumed in creation. How about the catalyst? 3 grams of pure liquid to catalyze soup and circulate nutrient. Liquid choice after alter sanguine mixture. Change creature. Armament. Zetachrome weapon. Attune creature to the martial art and shape Metachrome fist type and the fashion after. So, Zetachrome axe. Tell me about the incantation. Words spoken from your experience in a craft to form bond, being bond. First sounds heard in creature's early dream brain. Hamsa? Chosen token to palm, solder, and orient with object meaning 5 pounds or less. Likewise, choice alters creature trait and behavior. Power source. Ascending creature needs a mighty battery with rare electromagnetic shielding. Purple prickles make neutron shell with blue drams or must find different source. And about the soup. 20 grams. Boom. Animating substance. Electromagnetic magnets induce sinusoidal flare. And I bring them. Interact with scrap clay mound. Then check. Okay. Oh. Choose a body. You have no catalyst. Water. Oh my god. This is 16 stations. 2 golems, each with 1/3 HP. Okay, Gel seems amazing. Regeneration level 5. I have to see what everything does. I have to collect 3 of every fluid. I can collect Pestilence. Know where to collect it? What does it do? Oh, I have to take a piece. Oh my god, this is amazing. What about the other one? This is an extra dimensional faces I'm taking off right now. Okay. Oh my god. What does Pestilence do? Melee attack string toughness. Oh man. Send power source. Hamsa. So an item just anywhere. Desalination pellet. 600 skill points. Immune to overdosing. Okay, bunch of stuff. 1,000 carry capacity! 1,000% carry capacity. 25% HP. Lava. Oh, it's recoiler. Yeah, it's Canvas is the recoiler. Yeah, fair enough. Teleportation at level 6. DV6. Toughness -3. We could give it the implant. It loses toughness though. Psychometry at level 10. It's pretty appropriate to put the data disk inside of it. +2 to all stats. Reputation with robots while I'm inside of it. Neutron flux. The pros it doesn't do much. Just as a default effect. Bandage. Oh. The manual. uh, Apparently, putting these faces into it would give me AV per fungal infection. Huh. Oh my god, I love this. It's like everything you've collected, everything you found, everything you've done, it adds to this robot. Oh my god. Plus 3 attributes for all my other followers. Reveals 20 secrets on creation. Quickness, speed. Spawn with 3 random pieces of gigantic armor. I assume this is something that can't be redone, which is why it's giving me these weird effects. Like, you know, this would clearly be a one-time thing. You wouldn't be able to do this over and over again. Okay, I slew somebody, 10% chance of critical hits. Oops. Gotta be careful. This is literally everything I've done. So secrets, more secrets. Convince somebody to join my cause. Plus an ego. I'm just looking for the different 3 random body parts. So I assume that would add, like, you know, Chimera-esque extra body parts. Which might be interesting. And look at this fucking scroll bar, by the way. It's a whole lot of the same thing, but this is just because I gave so many books to the merchant. Became denser, 3 body parts. Two random effects. Bad random effects, which is why I'll avoid it. Or effects that I don't want, more so. Taking my choice away for more effects. Spawns with 3 random battle rewards. Oh my god, that could be literally 3 of anything. Any of the rewards. Oh my god. Like this, it was already amazing when the game acknowledged your achievements. Like when you went to like when you went to the guy to like entomb you, like that we were just at. Like when you go to Brightshaw and the guy before you can go, like, you know, writes down your history as if you were the Sultan. Hmm. You witness the rare formation of the hexasludge, pentasludge, heptasludge. Man, some of these things I never knew the game recorded. Okay, slew legendaries. Named a point defense drone. Hmm. So the golem's essentially going to be a second character, so I kind of have to be careful. I'm probably gonna do one of the body part ones, maybe. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom because this might. I became loved by the Buttermites. Can't die. Yeah. These aren't inherently any too much more special. Huh. I wish you could like. I mean, obviously it would be like difficult to do, but I wish you could filter by like what it would give you. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the one that gives +3 body parts. I mean, I'll scroll through this when I actually make them. He started calling a location Underground Rust Bog. God. So I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Like, yeah, spawning with gear, like, it just doesn't seem the best. But yeah. Oh my god, this is absolutely amazing. Armament, yeah, I don't have the required armament. See, I need to start picking up, like, 3 of every liquid. Yeah. Oh, this is wicked. All right. So yeah, that's it's gonna be me for now. I'll come back soon. Like probably after I like eat. I'll probably give myself a break, give myself mental recharge, and then we'll be scouring the entire world of CUD for everything I can possibly find to build this thing. So yeah, see you guys around. Oh my god. this is honestly like I don't know what the developers were thinking when they decided they were gonna make this a feature, but like you have to admit this is the perfect way to interface with the game's story system. This creature is a mechanical representation of everything you've done, everything you've collected. You know, the secrets that you've created by acting out in the world. Like it is like turning that like turning story into mechanic is absolutely wonderful. Like, oh my god. And all I could think about is what if they did this in Dwarf Fortress? what if like Tarn Adams like takes inspiration from COD and somehow manages to get like, you know, artifacts to generate with special like once like the magic system is created, like if he could somehow figure out how to get like, you know, like all the different materials and all the different like story elements of an artifact and get that like blueprinted onto like status effects. Oh my god, that'd be just wicked. Oh man, all right. I'll be back. Oh, I'm super fucking excited.